welcome you to another edition of Vox Pop on Flip TV with Babalola Timothy. Expert warns the federal government going for $30 billion loan. It means the debt portfolio of the nation will rise from $83.883 billion to $132.883 billion. You know, that is quite enormous. And as we speak, the nation doesn't have the capacity of paying back this debt as presently as we speak, because many things have not been going on well with the Nigerian economy lately. Will you subscribe that the Nigerian government should go on to borrow this money? Or what do you think could be done to avert this impending chaos coming to the Nigerian economy? Still on Vox Pop, going out to meet people to get their views, opinion, and to get their insight contribution about this. I am Babalola Timothy. Stay with me as I journey through into the streets. I will be right back. The federal government, on borrowing the loan of $30 billion US dollars, says if Nigeria should borrow the loan, the nation's debt portfolio will rise from $83.883 billion to $130.883 billion. And looking at what they want to use the money for infrastructure within the year 2020-2021, would you advise the federal government to go on to borrow this loan, knowing that they don't have the capacity to pay back the loan presently as we speak?
Well, I don't want to go into any of the arguments, whether they have the capacity or they don't have the capacity, what the debt portfolio is, because some of the information in the public space are not correct. For example, they said that the loan portfolio increased from 7 billion to like 80-something billion in the last how many years. That was the false information that somebody intentionally put in the public space.
Okay.
But I'm not going to join the arguments. My own take is this: if they are borrowing money, the first consideration that I have that I will ask them is, how do they want to pay back? And when do they want to pay back? If they can answer that question satisfactorily, they can go and borrow. How are they going to pay back? When are they going to pay back? If they can answer that question satisfactorily, they should go ahead.
You don't even want to put into consideration what they want to use the money for, right?
We know what they want to use the money for. They want to do more of railways, more of roads, probably more of port infrastructures. Infrastructure that Nigeria has been lacking for decades. It's what they are committing the money to. So I'm not going to talk about the merit of that or not. Okay. But because in the last few years, we see some uptick in the level of infrastructure provisioning. So if they want to go away with that, fine. But the first consideration is that somebody that wants to borrow money, how do you intend to pay back? That's my own take. We are not defaulting on any so far. So if we are not defaulting, I'm not going to say much. We have not been defaulting. So if we borrow more, maybe we won't default. But the main consideration to me is whoever wants to borrow, how does he intend to pay back and when does he intend to pay back? They should focus more on that, other than whether they should borrow or they should not borrow. The money is not much. But if you want to borrow, how are you going to pay back and when are you going to pay back is my concern.
All I know that I believe now, since the day of Jonathan until now, is trillion. Even in this government first time, throughout is trillion. At least this last year it should be 22 point something trillion as a nation debt, according to the statistics of the management office of federal government. So what are they now saying that it's going to increase from something billionaire to something 30-something billionaire? Why are they not saying? To me, it's only they are talking about how much of loan they have already gotten. They are talking about that are increasing, but it's not talking about the debt money. It's not about the debt of the nation. If they want to go and borrow, they should go and borrow. I will encourage them. But it will be an insult to the northerners and to their generation that we want to rule forevermore. It's not a cause, no, but they will never do it. Except you have a genuine leader from the north.
Okay, you said it will be an insult to the northerners.
To that generation, that lineage, that they can never rule well, because you can't blame them. Because if you give a monkey banana, he will even though he doesn't give him, if he sees that, he can even want to carry you with the banana, because he knows that that banana is the first point before he can even grab you together with it. So what am I saying? I'm saying the fact that what you have, you can give, but what you don't, you cannot give. So you want to come? Don't tell me that you are telling me that now your debt of government is something billion to 113 something billion, whereas it is in $1 trillion. You can only say that the loan they have been borrowed over time has increased to something billion naira dollar to something 130 something billion naira as a loan borrow, not as a debt owned.
Okay,
So
now,
who are they fooling in essence?
My own point of view on this note is just I would not, because I don't really know much about the story. I'm, I'm just saying this for the first time. My own advice is the federal government should not plunge the states into debt, because presently now the state is being indebted. There is much of debt profile on Nigerians' neck. So please, I urge the federal government not to plunge us into there. Rather, see, I think they should also seek for another means, just like the IGR, for them to make use of the money, for them to make for them to make infrastructures on ground. I don't think Nigerians should go borrow money again. That is not what we need at this stage. We are all chanting for good governance, fine, accepted. But see, Nigerian seeking loan now, it is not a welcome development at all. So my advice is they should look inward. Any money, any funds, any funds realized from the IGR, let them channel it into whatever infrastructure they want to. But see, for me, taking loan at this time is a very wrong time. It sends a very bad signal to all Nigerians. And you know what loan? And then see, you know what loan? What the benefits come with? It comes with so many
interest, right?
interests. Very well. So please, I don't think for me, please, I don't think this is the best time. Federal government should just go and seek for loan.
Okay,
That is
now,
my take.
looking that the federal government have a limited time in the office, and they want to make sure this infrastructure are put into the proper shape before it goes out of the office. And there is no money on ground or in Nigerian post to sponsor this. Don't you think going for loan could be the best means?
I stand to be corrected. I will still remain on my point. Going for loan, to me, it is not even an option. Shey, you were there in your first term. What did you do? Why didn't you sort out money? Fine. You said, according to you, you collected money from looters, funds.
Right?
Fine. Why don't you put this money into use?
Okay, you should divert the
Money,
looted
rather
funds.
than you seeking for this loan again. Fine, you have looters funds. You've collected money from some of the looters. Fine, why don't you make use of this money than you going elsewhere just to get loan? You know what this loan interest entails? Fine, if there is loan in the country, sorry, if a government go secure loan now, it might even devalue our naira. You know, fine. So these are World Bank policies. You know that. And then see, already we have Nigeria now, Nigeria of today, we are so much indebted. So please, I don't think the federal government should not even go borrow loan now. This is not even the right talk. And now our economy is dying every day. And then you still want to go and borrow loan. Tomorrow, if he leaves the office, it will tell on us who are the ordinary Nigerians. It will not tell on them. We are the ones suffering it. You know what the World Bank does with interest again. So please, my advice is the president should not even dare it. Please, that is my take.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a wonderful contribution from you. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Don't worry, just come. You'll be posted very soon. You enjoy that? Okay.
And for what's it called? And for the I'm Otekun, what's it called?
Okay,
I'm not. To me, it's a nice one from the South West Governors Forum. To me, is a call for unity, and then see for them to beef up security in Southwest. I think it is not about them, yeah, about them glamoring for it. I hope can they sustain it. That is my point. It is not about them showcasing it to the world. Can it be sustained? That is my problem with all these government policies. Government can make policies, tomorrow implementation suffer setbacks. That is my take.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Enjoy your day. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. Well, this is where we are going to draw down the curtain on Vox Pop on Flip TV. I hope you enjoy all the wonderful comments from every of our commentators. I am Babalola Timothy. Don't forget to join us for a subsequent edition of this wonderful, insightful, and enlightening program. And make sure you subscribe and tell more people, recommend more people to subscribe on this wonderful platform. Make sure you enjoy your day. Have a nice day. Bye.